back. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Sacramento. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, Portland. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I wish I could say I saw this coming, but I had no idea. They put it together so early. Tremendous job by the coaching staff.
He gets that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Here's Simons. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Fox, and the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Niang's checked in. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
And he makes both free throws. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Fox. That shot off, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Simons. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's the monster. The rebound by Niang. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Vanderbilt. Excellent D from Wade.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Bagley. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Simons. Pass to Vanderbilt. The pass to Mr. Clutch. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Niang, guarded by Holmes. Kings leading now by 15. Here's Fox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency. And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
But he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking. More ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
Halliburton's checked in for the Kings.
But what you love about Fox is the edge he plays with, a competitive, aggressive player who feels like he can take on anybody.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 18. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And let's quickly check in on the season's top rookie rebounders so far. You look at the monster, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint. Ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Now, here's Holmes. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Passes it to Fox. Back to Holmes. This one for three. A rebound by Simons.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's the monster. 6 points for him. And here is Holmes. Pass to the monster. And here's Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's a floater go.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And Portland with another turnover here. Whiteside's checked in for Sacramento. 1:49 left to play in the first. Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Hawks in Atlanta. Shoots inside. It's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Halliburton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Kings lead by 19.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bombs.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
And he's getting better at orchestrating the offense. I mean, when Fox hits the open man, it brings this team closer together.
Here's Simons. 43 seconds left to play here in the first. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Mr. Clutch. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Kings leading now by 18. To the inside. And the jam by Whiteside.
This is the 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Here's Fox. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
With 1 on the clock, the shot, no good. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Kings ahead, delivering the blowout. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Trailblazers trail by 20. They've got Whiteside. Halliburton is out there with Bagley, and it's Fox, and it's Wright in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Vanderbilt. His last outing, he had 8 points. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Halliburton passes to Fox. Pass to Whiteside. Portland grabs the miss.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Vanderbilt. He's covered by Whiteside, and Whiteside sends it back.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Bagley with the bucket.
An exceptional leaper with a great motor. Good luck keeping Bagley off the boards.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot from free throw range. Kept alive. Vanderbilt. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Big Dog, he's checked in for Whiteside. Jordan comes in for Bagley, and it's Buckets in for Halliburton. Free throw good, Fox. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And here are the Trailblazers now. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Now, here's Nurkic. D right on him. There's the pass to Noel. Over to the wing. Here's Little. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Fox gets it to go.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
Here's Mr. Clutch. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Fox. Here's Noel. It's deflected. And the Kings pushing it up now. And really deep three that time. And that's 13 points for Buckets.
His three-point game is heating up. That's his second 3 of the quarter, 3rd overall.
Noel passes to Nurkic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Take a look at Jordan, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. Wade, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wade outside. Right outside. Little with the rebound. And for Portland, they're shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Passes to Noel. Here's Wagner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 6. Now, here's Nurkic. Defense is right there.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And another three for Sacramento.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Now, here's Nurkic. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The shot. That one wide left. Here's buckets. And Wagner pulls it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Wagner. Here's Noel. Guarded by Wright. Wade with the block. Here's buckets. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 5th assist in this one.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting short.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Now, Nurkic. Pass to Little. The three. That shot missing. And the Kings going the other way now. Right outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Here's Noel. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Nurkic, the pass to Mr. Clutch. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 5.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Wade passes to Andrew. 3-pointer. Here's Jordan. Count it. Good. Jordan's got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Wright. to Little. Passes it to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Here's Wagner. He kicks it to Little. Shoots. Nurkic can't hit.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a small shot.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The Kings getting the bucket. Noel, no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Little passes to Mr. Clutch. Now, here's Nurkic. Stolen by Wade. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
That one drops for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Right wing. Here's Noel. He has 5. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's the monster. He has 6. Stolen. And now Portland on the break. Vanderbilt misses.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Simons surveying the D. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Sacramento making a switch here. Fox is checked in. .156 left in the first half of basketball. Down low. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Fox with it. He's got 8. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Noel. He has 5. Looking to get it going, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Right side, Fox. Good on the bucket.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, this field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Niang. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound. The Trailblazers shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Noel passes to Simons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game. Now, here's Fox. 12 points for him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Fox has got 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And so it's Sacramento, sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they started things off with an 11-3 run. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Taking a look at the Kings, Kenny, what'd you think?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
The Blazers on offense. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Wagner, and it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's Little, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Now here's Nurkic. 9 feet out. That misses off the backboard.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The monster passes to Jordan. It's good. Jordan's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Sacramento.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 6 to shoot. The pass to Nurkic. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Kings. Wade's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Offside Fox. And here's Wade. 17 points in the game. It's blocked. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Buckets. He's checked in for Sacramento. Now Wade. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And it's Wade again missing.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Clearly a foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Kings have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to the monster. That one falls. The monster's got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And Portland has possession. Sacramento making their last shot. Pass to Wagner. Pocket 6. Over Jordan. Wagner can't hit.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Kings have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
Shooting just 1.
One shot.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Wagner. Here's Noel. Guarded by Jordan. For Portland, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Wade passes to Buckets. Here's Big Dog. He's guarded by Nurkic. To the middle. Here's Buckets. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Noel. He's got 9. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Noel. Sacramento making their last shot. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Here's Noel. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Mr. Clutch. Sacramento grabs the miss. The Monsters got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
But they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Noel. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Mr. Clutch. Jordan with the rebound.
I don't know if it's been the main factor. This off night has definitely been one factor here.
Trailblazers shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Pass to Noel. And another 3 for Portland.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And it's Wade with the ball for Sacramento. And the pass to Andrew. Sacramento gets it back. The monster. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. No good on the free throw.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
Whiteside's checked in for Big Dog. And he sinks the second. Wade with it. He's got 17. Pass to Buckets. Here's the monster. Right side up top. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
His coaches appreciate Whiteside thinking pass first here. I mean, they like to see the ball moving through him, not stopping.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
Here's Jordan. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Jordan's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Teardrop shot, a 3-ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
And a moment to see numbers for Buckets. First in free throw percentage, 8th in scoring, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Goes up on the wing, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. 9 points for Mr. Clutch.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's the monster. He's got 15. Unloads. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. With the shot. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the right side. Nurkic with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Sacramento has possession. Just 5 on the clock. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 8 now on the night. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nurkic the pass to Simons. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 4 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Lays it up off the glass. Wade's got 19 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Simons. That shot off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Bounce pass from Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hard to cover a shooter of Whiteside's height. I mean, defenders tries to make up the difference in fouls.
First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
2.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Jordan. Halliburton comes in for buckets. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Captain Clutch. So he comes up empty, missing both. The Trailblazers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Here's Simons. Pass to Vanderbilt. The pass to Niang. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. Rebound by the Kings. Now, here is Halliburton. Passes to Whiteside. Right block shot. That one a little long. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Simons, the pass to Mr. Clutch. And no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. The monster passes to Holmes. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simons has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. That shot, no good. And for the Kings, they're shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
Whiteside's gone 3 for 5 from the field. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Reed. Here's Vanderbilt. 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Mr. Clutch. The long distance 3 is buried. Mr. Clutch has got 9 points here in the second half. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's the monster. Here's Whiteside. Banked in off the glass. Whiteside's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not to be denied. Whiteside's NBA career didn't start until he was 25. Works for those hoops.
Here's Simons. Off on that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Sacramento running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we're playing without balance. We're coming in with sandwich rebounding. That's it. That's what we do again until the next timeout. Simple game. Simple game.
Well, he's asking clearly here, GA, for an all-out effort from his team. But I think you can tell he likes what he's seeing.
I mean, they are playing with heart. Coach sounds thrilled in terms of their defensive effort.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Halliburton. Marvin Bagley is out there with Whiteside. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Nwora in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Shooting just 1.
One shot.
And when rookies come in, there's a lot to learn, especially managing money. And Chris, the league is trying to help players manage those large salaries.
Well, players have great resources now that are available to them, and so it's great that the league has lended a hand and said, hey, if you need any help, don't be afraid to reach out. Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Wright finds Bagley. No good on the three. The Trailblazers shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. And for Sacramento, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Right, the pass to Nwora. Fernando pulls it in. And here are the Trailblazers now. To the inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Wright. Pass to Halliburton. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Here's Simons. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
That free throw, no good.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Whiteside. And a switch here also for Portland. Collins is checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Bagley from outside. And it's Portland with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons, and it goes down 2 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Wright kicks to Harkless. A floater. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Nwora. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, you had some great battles with those guys in the 2020 Hall of Fame class, like Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. And I know you're going to join them in Springfield in the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It was an honor playing against these guys. You know, when you think about Kobe and the Mamba mentality, as a friend, you just miss that competitive spirit, and it was an honor to call him an opponent and a friend. Tim Duncan, you had to be prepared when you went up against him and his great Spurs team. And same with Kevin Garnett, just energy and passion, and one of my favorite players of all time. So it was an honor playing against them and an honor to call them friends.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Noel's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the 3. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way. Right down low, kicks to Bagley. Tries again, and the layup is good.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Trailblazers shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Here's Noel, and Harkless pulls it down. The Kings have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Halliburton. Fernando pulls it in.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And with the move league-wide for greater representation, some are calling for more diversity in front offices. Chris, some say progress isn't coming fast enough. What do you think?
I think progress hasn't happened fast enough either. Put me on that list. Let me sign that petition. Because even in the coaching ranks, fewer black head coaches this season. You know, teams need to hire the best candidate. No one's saying anything different than that. But the fact of the matter is, they're not interviewing some of the best candidates. That's all. That's some of the best candidates in the door, and they should be hired.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Inside. Here's Noel. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Off target from three-point range. And here is Harkless. He kicks to right. Now Harkless. Clock at 6. From deep. A new 14 for the King. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
Shooting 2. And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
He misses the free throw. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
no
that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Noel, no good. Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Wright. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Portland's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Noel. Guarded by Wright. Passes it to Niang. To the paint. Here's Fernando. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Portland. And that one misses. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Pass to Fernando. Here's Noel. Guarded by Wright. Noel passes to Mr. Clutch. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Harkless on the wing. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Hollis Jefferson. Here's Fernando. Defended by Bagley. Fernando, that's good.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And it's Wright with the ball for Sacramento. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. Wright's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, such a feel shot there, the floater.
The Trailblazers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Chris, we know the business of basketball is red hot. Franchise values are skyrocketing. And not only that, Chris, the NBA is America's most popular sport among those 34 and younger.
Well, yeah, it was cool, Kevin. That bodes well for the future, right? It wouldn't surprise me in the next decade or so if the NBA became the premier sport league in the U.S.
The first one falls, and the Kings making a change here. Holmes checked in. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for Sacramento, their shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. There's the pass to Holmes. Back to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Right, the pass to Bagley. Second shot opportunity. Portland grabs the miss. Fernando's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's Collins. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Collins has got his first basket of the night.
Strong buckets like this help energize guys. I mean, Collins looking like no one can hold him there.
Right outside. Here's Buckets. The three-pointer off the mark. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Got that bucket in no time at all. Mr. Clutch has got 16 here in the second half. Right with it. Pass to Holmes. Back to Wright. Pass to Harkless. From downtown, Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. And the rejection by Holmes. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Sacramento.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Wade.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Now here's Wright. Pass to Harkless. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Wright kicks to Harkless. The Kings need to get off a shot here.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And Portland has possession. The Kings getting the bucket. Fernando, the pass to Simons. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. Kicks it to Collins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Right outside. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.